Hey everyone, it's Elsie here, and I have a layout for Citrus Twist for you today. Great start. Um, I'm using the Citrus Twist February 2017 Brinley kit. I think it's called Brinley. And yeah, no, it's called Brinley because next month is, yeah. Anyway, it's called Brinley and it's amazing. I think it's my favorite kit so far. And I've loved them all, but like especially this one. I think it's because it's got like Maggie Holmes in it, and Chasing Dreams I think is my absolute favourite collection of all time. I just love it. I thought nothing could beat Bloom, but ugh, Maggie Holmes, how dare you be so brilliant. So yeah, I am making a princess castle. Because why not? I actually, because I usually start out with like an idea for a layout, but actually I found this photo of me when I was little and it really made me laugh. And I'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, and I just wanted to make a princess castle inspired by that photo. So that's what I'm doing. So I stormed through the first bit because I originally thought I was going to use the crepe paper, Oasis paper. I can't remember what it was called. But it was a really nice paper because it had like quite a neutral base, but then like the pops of colour, like the circles. So I thought, oh, that might make quite an interesting castle. I sound so ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. But then it just wasn't feeling it. And then I really like this blue spotty paper from Mackie Holmes Chasing Dreams, and yeah, I just cut out because it's the cut apart sheet on the other side, so I just cut out the bits that I wanted to save for something else because I'm slightly obsessed with this paper. It's just amazing. I just love it. So yeah, I'm just cutting out the little bits and pieces. Yeah, I did my usual thing where I trace an image using some tracing paper and a pencil, and yeah, just drawing the designs onto the paper so I can cut them out. It's quite tedious, and I did everything in like little sections on this one and just stuck them all together in the end because that way it just uncomplicated the whole thing, I guess, and gave it a bit more like dimension actually, so without actually adding any height, so I quite like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, didn't draw this. I'm not gonna like say I did one. Really, actually didn't. I did try drawing like a castle, but I don't know. Some days I just feel like I can draw, and then other days it's just like nope. And this was one of the nope days, so I just pulled an image off of Google. I'll leave a link to it below in case you're interested. If I can find it, I hope I can find it. Yeah, I did also look in the silhouette store just to see if there was any design in there that I liked, like Princess Castle design, but I didn't really like any of them. And so yeah, I yeah, got one off Google. Yeah, I don't know whether that's cheating. I don't think it is cheating. I don't know. Anyway, it came out really cute, as you can see, and I'm really sorry I accidentally deleted some footage, but you didn't miss much. All you missed was me stitching, basically. And I did some like tonal stitching, so tone on tone stuff. And I also added in some little like brick patterns, like just basically drew squares. Well, not drew them, sewed them, just to give it a bit more detail. And that kind of makes it's like those little details that I really like doing. So, in the sketch, I should talk about the sketch because that's basically what the layout was for. Each month, Citrus Twist run all these like sketch challenges, and they're really great. The sketches are always amazing. And also, if you participate, you could win a $5 gift card to the Citrus Twist store. So it's like well worth having a go if you subscribe to the kits. And yeah, on the sketch it had like a background piece. So like I obviously didn't follow the sketch to the T. I just used it as like a starting point, which is great because it kind of takes the thought out of the design and the like where everything should go, that kind of thing. And yeah, I obviously didn't want to put a piece of paper behind there because it would have made the princess, like, it would have just made it look too busy. And I wanted the princess castle to be the centre point. So I did some like tonal, well, I keep saying tonal, white on white modelling paste. So I didn't colour it or anything like that. Just used it through a star stencil, and that just adds a bit of magic, I think. I love it. So yeah, my stencil's a really funny shape as well because it was that Heidi Swap stencil, which has like the hearts and then the dots and then the stars on it, and I wouldn't use them all together, so I just cut the stencil apart so I could just use the stars when I wanted to. And so I thought the castle looked a bit floaty, and I'm all for the random and the weird and the whimsical, but yeah, just a floating castle just didn't really work in my mind. So I was thinking, oh god, how do I make it look like it has, you know, it's on something? And then I was like, oh, I have watercolours, I can paint grass. So that's what I did. I just used a really light wash of green, did some splatters, pulled that up with the paper towels just so it wouldn't be so like intense. And then just to add some extra details in, I grabbed like a fine brush and then just did some like wispy grass sprouts. Is that the right word? Grass shoots? I don't know, shoots of grass. Anyway, I did that. It looks really weird right now, but once I add all, like, embellish everything, it looks a lot better. So I put double, gosh, I can't talk. Yeah, I put a double layer of foam onto the castle because I wanted the photo to also be on foam. So it's actually not two-dimensional. The foam I have is just like that craft foam, fun foam, I think you call it in America. And yeah, it's not very thick at all. So yeah, 2 layers of foam is quite good for me. I've known to go 4 or 5 before on a layout. Not even joking. I like my dimension. So yeah, I put that jar on the photo, by the way, just so I could you know, push it down because I adhered everything with liquid glue, just to make everything stick. So I absolutely love that little card from the cut art sheet that has that girl with like the net, and she's, I don't know, chasing a butterfly, or trying to catch a butterfly with a net, which I don't recommend doing. It just seems a bit cruel, but it's a really cute card. And it said like dreams are for the chasing or something on it like that. And I just thought it would be really cute to like cut her out and put her on like the palace lawns. Oh, I realised how ridiculous that sentence sounded. But yeah, I just thought it just looked really cute, and why not? Why not? Yeah, and she brought in like a more like pinky pop of pink because this layout isn't, you know, just pastel enough. So just playing around with everything. We got, I think that was the 6x12 sticker sheet was in the embellishment kit, or spring, I think it was the embellishment kit, I could be wrong. As part of the DT we get either the sprinkles or embellishment kits with our like main kits, and yeah, they're awesome. And this one was especially awesome because it got the 6x12 Chasing Dreams sheet, and I love it so much. So yeah, that rabbit is totally random, and I thought I'm gonna use him. It's a weird design, I think, because it doesn't really match the rest of the collection. It's beautiful, like it's very like kind of old school little like rabbit, or it might be a hare, I'm not sure. But yeah, to me it kind of looked like something that would have been in Gather, but anyway, it works here, and I just made like it look less random by like grounding the bunny with like some fussy cut leaves, because that way it made it look like it wasn't floating. Oh dear. So yeah, my photo. My photo was, or is one of my favourite photos ever. It was taken at the Queen's Golden Jubilee. I think it was golden. Anyway, we had a street party because, I mean, how much more cliche could you get than that? And I dressed up as a princess, and yeah, the photo is of my brother looking on this bouncy castle, looking like really kind of confused and guilty looking to like whoever was taking the photo. And then there's me in what can only be described as the worst crying face ever. I don't really know how to describe it better. I'll put a photo up here because it's really funny. And I remember why I was crying at this as well is because apparently the bouncy castle was no girls allowed. So I think, I mean, that face is justified. How dare they not let me on the bouncy castle? And yeah, it just made me laugh because I'm just like in full princess get up and just like bawling my eyes out because I couldn't go on the bouncy castle. So I think my action was totally justified because girls should be allowed on bouncy castles as well. They have as much right as boys, you know, equal human rights and all of that. So I decided to go full princess on this one because I thought, well, if I wasn't allowed on the bouncy castle, I'll just make my own castle. No. Oh dear. Anyway, I am doing the finishing touches. That was completely, words just failed me there. Just doing all the finishing touches. So yeah, I ended up also, I didn't show this on camera, but put the puffy stickers, the exclusive puffy stickers from the kit. There were like all these little hearts, and they were just amazing and adorable. So I did like a tonal thing with those. And yeah, I love them because they're really small, and I really love the green ones as well. They look really great on the grass, and I'm not a green person, but anyway. So I was editing this and I was really proud of myself because I was like, oh my gosh, Elsie, well done. You showed yourself, you know, stitching on film, and I'm out of frame. So round of applause to me. And yeah, that's the layout. I love it. It just looks so cute and it was so fun. And yeah, I'll leave links to Citrus Twist and Citrus Twist blog down below so you can go have a look at what everyone's up to. And yeah, I shall leave you with this nugget of wisdom. Always remember that girls are allowed on bouncy castles too. Winning at my voiceovers again. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.